Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Sesh. There is a lot going on today with Jake Paul. If you guys have seen the news at all, you know that a lot of things have been going down at the Team 10 house earlier this morning, and it has been nonstop. He has been in the news, constantly being talked about because the freaking FBI was at his home earlier today. They had a search warrant and they were looking around the property, and for the longest time, nobody knew why. More information has been coming out, and guys, it is honestly terrifying, the stuff that is coming out. No, like seriously, buckle up because this is crazy. I can't even believe that this is something that we were talking about, but I'm gonna have to like censor myself so that you guys know what I'm talking about, because talking about things or objects like this are not allowed. So I'm gonna try to basically tell you guys what was going on at the house the best way I can. A lot of people were speculating a lot of different stuff. The reasoning behind the FBI being there earlier this morning, it was said by a ton of news outlets that, quote, the affidavit in support of the search warrant is sealed and we are therefore prohibited from commenting as to the nature of the investigation. That is what the Bureau said to ABC 7 in this article that they posted on their websites. And also that no arrests were planned at the time being while the FBI agents were on the scene at the Team 10 house. Since they're saying that there is an actual investigation and that the FBI is involved, I can't help but think that this is all something much bigger than just like maybe something that Jake is involved in or someone that lives in the house. Obviously, this is a really bad look for Jake that he is involved in this because this is his home, and it just seems like this is something way bigger than just him. And we'll get more into it later, but it is true that his home wasn't the only one that was raided. The FBI agents that were seen in the neighborhood looked intense. There were so many of them that this could not just be some one little tiny incident or something small. This seems like very intense. And we are slowly getting some pieces to the puzzle. ABC 7 reported that while they were there, the FBI agents were there, they have taken objects from Jake's home, and these objects are very dangerous. That's what I can say. And you definitely can do some real damage with these objects. Okay, and let's just say that they're very scary, and they took these objects out of Jake's home, multiple of them. There was like photos and videos of the agents taking like two of them to the car, and they're like so long, and there's like one over by a hot tub, you guys. And when I tell you guys, I don't know why they just have these objects laying around. Like, this could really hurt someone and really do some damage. These are not just like little paintball, you know what? These are actual, like the real deal, okay? And they are scary and they are massive, and I'm not sure why they were taken from him. A lot of people are saying that it's possible that it was because they're not being stored properly, but I don't know, you guys. This is absolutely terrifying, especially because he's been having all those parties at his house. You know how many people are in and out of the Team 10 house all the time. To have these things just laying around is so reckless. It's so irresponsible. It's so scary. I mean, you just never know what could happen, especially at those parties where people are having drinks and like they're not totally there in their right frame of mind. And with these things just laying around, that makes me so nervous. This is a really scary situation, and I can't even believe that this is something that we're talking about. Someone that is an influencer, you know, on one hand, he's getting called out for having parties at his house and not taking this pandemic seriously. He was literally being called out by the Calabasas mayor, and now we have the FBI at his home taking objects from his home. It's like, oh my goodness, this is not a good person. This is not someone that kids should be looking up to. This is not a person that should be influencing others, that should be telling an audience anything, any sort of advice. This is so bad, so scary. Now, I know that Jake has had a love for these objects. He literally has a tattoo of an object on his leg, on his thigh. And in more of his videos, especially one titled Rated R, he has been showing that he has been just going out into the middle of nowhere and aiming things at the sky and just not having a care in the world. And just to know that he has these things just laying around sprawled out in his home, casually by the hot tub, and just like hanging up in his room for fun. It's like, what is going through your mind? What are you thinking? This is absolutely insane and definitely not any type of child content or anyone that should be influencing children in the slightest. As of right now, I believe that Jake isn't even home, so I don't think that he was home for any of this that was going on, and he wasn't going to be arrested. Like I said in this article, they said that they did not intend on arresting anyone at this time. I think they probably just wanted to get those things and take them and make sure that the people in the home were not with those things, because they are scary and massive, and they're clearly like not stored properly at all. I believe Jake is in Las Vegas right now. He is going to be fighting someone in the near future, and because of that, I think he has to be completely quarantined during the entire time he is training and in Vegas before the fight, and he has to actually quarantine, not like fake quarantine like a lot of these other people are doing, because he is fighting and that involves a lot of other people and a lot of protocol, and I think he actually has to follow those rules, and I think he's actually going to follow those rules because somehow Jake really actually cares about one thing, and it's fighting. So I don't think Jake was there at the time of this whole event because of that, and I don't really know what happens next, you guys. This is crazy. I have never seen anything like this go down with any influencer, honestly. He just can't seem to stay out of trouble. We've seen him time and time again get in trouble, and with the law, we saw him get in trouble just a few months ago after those protests for looting, and now this. It's just one thing after another with Jake. I am now starting to read that there honestly might be some sort of connection between Jake's looting in Arizona to this current investigation that is going on, but I'm really not 100% on that. But I am starting to see more and more articles saying that is what this all could possibly have started from, but still, I don't know how that has to do with them finding the stuff in his home and what's going to happen next. And in terms of any other influencer that I've ever talked about on my channel, he is the one that is truly getting into actual legal trouble. It is now being said that the graffiti mansion in Las Vegas was also raided by the FBI as well. If you guys don't know what that is, that's where Jake and Tana actually got married. Their fake wedding was held at the graffiti mansion. One of Jake's friends, I believe he's literally in Team 10, Azadi. If you guys follow him, he literally has 1 million followers, but he owns this graffiti mansion, and this home was also raided, and that just makes me think, so this is just truly a part of a big investigation that I don't even know what to expect. What is going to come out of this? This is absolutely horrifying to see these images of these things being brought out of the home, and I'm just like, this seems like a really serious situation, and they are not messing around here, that is for sure, and that is what is freaking me out the most. I'm sure we will find out in the near future exactly what the repercussions of all of this might be. I don't think the FBI just like comes to your house and like you just skate by and you're just like, okay, cool. That's not anything to mess around with, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think about this entire situation. It is very crazy, and it's a very, very, very shocking to see, especially these images. If you guys go on Twitter, I've like retweeted the article that shows like these photos and all the FBI agents like outside of their home. And honestly, you guys, speaking of Twitter, word spread really fast that this entire thing was happening. Jeffree tried to come out and say, why are the FBI in Calabasas right now? My mom says she saw 20 officers in a tank. Honestly, Jeffree is on vacation right now, and even if his like mom was at his home or just like driving around their neighborhood, I'm pretty sure he lives in a different neighborhood than Jake. They both live in Calabasas, but in different neighborhoods. And I don't know how his mom would have seen. I feel like Jeffree just saw someone post the video of the FBI in Calabasas and was like, how do I make this more about me? Like, how do I get involved? How do I make this like relevant? How do I shine some light on me? Because if I had seen these massive trucks of officers or just like army looking men in a truck, I would not even know that that was specifically the FBI, just saying. But maybe his mom did. So I don't know. I feel like this was just Jeffree trying to make something about himself. But anyways, I just had to make that little comment because I thought it was so funny. But word really did spread fast, you guys. Everyone was tweeting about it as soon as they found out this morning that the FBI was at Jake's house. Everyone's just like, what's going on? What's going on? And now we kind of have some answers, and they're very disturbing. But anyways, I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.